Hi, my name is Natasha Davis, and I am sharing today with you my greatest accomplishment in life, which is the adoption of my two wonderful children. This is us right before our very first Christmas. Most families don't have a very difficult time to extend their family. We, on the other hand, had a very difficult time. And that is the reason why I value both of my children so much, and I do not take them for granted whatsoever. It was a long and bumpy road that my husband and I had to go, but at the end it all worked out and it all came together. And I would like to walk you from start to finish, so to say, through our experience. So we began with trying to become pregnant, which took about 7 years. Throughout those 7 years, we tried without consultation of a doctor for about 4. In the last 3, we consulted a specialist who conducted many tests, blood work, medications, vitamins. We had ultrasounds, procedures, x-rays, anything you can possibly imagine has been done. And at the end, we still didn't have any answers why we didn't become pregnant. So my husband and I, after those 7 years, decided that maybe God had something else in mind, and we went through a foster and adoption process with The Call. That's a Christian organization, and they help Christian families to become foster and adoptive parents. So we went through 30 hours of training, several meetings with specialists and psychiatrists as well, filled out many forms and documents. We did a home study and a home inspection. That process overall took, I would say, about a year and a half, and we were open for foster care placement. We did foster care for about 2.5 years. We had many children come through this house, none of which I have forgotten. There were lots of happy tears and, of course, sad tears. But on our 10-year wedding anniversary, we became a phone call from our specialist, and our 2 children were placed with us. They were 6 months and they were a month short of being 2 and 3 years old. They are barely 15 months apart. They are siblings. After they were placed, they were still in the foster care system. So from that point on, they have already spent most of their life everywhere but in a permanent home. So from that point on to the termination of rights, it was another year. We had a lot of documents to fill out for the adoption process, as well as doctor's appointments, specialist appointments with the children. We had to get them in therapy, and from the termination of rights, it took another 6 months to finally adopt. The reason why we went with the DCFS, Department of Family and Children Services, is because of the fact that there's so many children. Alone in 2017, there were 5,113 children placed in foster care by the end of their year. And with so many children being out there needing a loving, caring home, my husband and I felt compelled and called to open our home to children in need of a loving family. So overall, this is us. This is the most recent picture of us. It has been filled with lots of tears of joy and tears of sadness. But like I said at the end, it all came together. And they found us and we found them. So I hope with this short little brief presentation of why this is the most and greatest accomplishment of my life. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me, contact me. Other than that, thank you for listening.